On Solutions, the highways that last 100 years. The secret that could revolutionize construction and save billions of dollars.
World News Tonight with Peter Jennings continues. Now, Solutions.
There are several ways to dramatize tonight's solution. We could tell you that a horizontal asphalt infrastructure anomaly is a curse for millions of American drivers at this time of year. That would be potholes to most of us. We could tell you that $52.5 billion a year goes to highway construction and maintenance, not to mention all the other money to repair the bridges and the other pieces of the nation's infrastructure. It is safe to say, we think, that if the ancient Romans were watching tonight, they would be asking, what took you so long? Here's ABC's Jack Smith.
Roads and pavements, bridges and support columns. All of what's called America's infrastructure is slowly crumbling because what it's made of does not last.
This is ordinary concrete, and this is what happens to it after years of punishment. It falls apart. Most of the concrete in the nation's highways and bridges has a life of just 30 years.
What's the solution? I'm standing on it. Brand new stuff called high-performance concrete. This is a sample. Engineers say this will last not 20 or 30 years, but 100 years, maybe longer. This is what America's roads and bridges could be made of in the future.
Engineers at the New York State Department of Transportation discovered how to make it 2.5 years ago.
We were surprised when we actually did all the calculations and got the test results back and said, my goodness, this really is going to work.
Researchers stumbled on the formula after the Clean Air Act forced power plants to reduce pollution. Huge quantities of industrial waste called fly ash began piling up, collected from smokestacks. At first used as a filler in cement, it turned out to be a key ingredient in strengthening it.
So this is 1/4 industrial waste. But it makes the cement many times tougher.
That's right.
High-performance concrete is 74% cement, 20% fly ash, and 6% microsilica, another type of ash, all mixed with water. When it dries, ordinary cement is actually porous, not solid. That's how salt and water get in. But the fly ash and microsilica are 10 to 100 times finer than talcum powder. And Professor Ken Hover of Cornell has found they literally fill in the microscopic holes in the cement and demonstrates it with colored tennis balls.
The next thing I would want to do if I want to densify this box is get some mid-sized particles and take those mid-sized ones and try and get them into the box.
They fill in all the smaller voids in between the cement particles, and we just have a very, very dense material.
More waterproof?
Correct.
Stronger?
Yep.
Lasts longer?
Yes.
The new concrete is 3 times more water resistant, 20 times less likely to form cracks, and in pressure tests
9,060 psi.
has proven almost 20% stronger than regular concrete. However, modern scientists were not the first to make high-performance concrete. The ancient Romans were, mixing volcanic ash with their cement to make it far tougher. It's one of the reasons the Colosseum and other Roman buildings have lasted so long.
We really literally reinvented what our ancestors 2,300 years ago had already done.
At least 11 states are following New York's lead. High-performance concrete is more expensive than ordinary concrete, but because it's easier to lay down, costs about the same to use. Engineers say not only could it be an answer to much of America's infrastructure problems, but it could revolutionize all construction. Jack Smith, ABC News, Albany, New York.